Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're doing something super straightforward, but honestly, a total game changer. We're talking about leveling up your everyday English. We're going to take that rock-solid foundation you already have and upgrade it so you can sound more natural, impressive, and absolutely confident in any conversation.
Okay, let's dive into this. Imagine someone walks right up to you and says, "I'm famished." Do you instantly know what they mean? It's kind of tricky, right? But what if that exact same person said, "I'm very, very hungry"? Boom. Suddenly, it's incredibly easy to understand. And that right there brilliantly illustrates the core difference between basic and advanced English. Basic gets the job done, no doubt about it. But advanced gives you that precise, native-level flavor. So today, we are going to look at both, side by side.
Section 1. Expressing your internal feelings. So, let's say you've just had an incredibly long day. The simple, basic way to express this is, "I'm tired." It's absolutely correct. Totally easy to understand. But if we want to level that up to an advanced phrase that really packs a punch, you'd say, "I'm exhausted."
exhausted. Exhausted. The sheer intensity here is what makes it so powerful. This doesn't just mean you need a quick 20-minute nap. Picture this. You just ran a 26-mile marathon. Your legs are literally jelly, you're sweating, and your body has absolutely nothing left to give. That extreme level of physical drain, that's what exhausted means. They're both useful, but exhausted paints a much more vivid picture.
Okay, let's look at another really common physical state. Imagine you just ate a massive, incredibly delicious meal. In basic English, you lean back, pat your stomach, and say, "I'm full." Again, simple, correct, gets the message across. But how do native speakers usually say it when they've eaten way too much? They use the advanced upgrade. "I'm stuffed."
Stuffed. Stuffed. It means completely, entirely full. To help you memorize this one, I want you to visualize a giant Thanksgiving turkey that has been absolutely packed to the brim with bread and herbs, like it literally cannot hold one single crumb more. That is exactly how you feel when you are stuffed. It's a fun, super visual word that native speakers use all the time.
Moving on to Section 2, describing things more powerfully.
So, someone asks you, "Hey, how was the movie last night?" Basic English response, "It was very good." It's clear, but, it's a bit plain, right? To sound more formal and, frankly, just a lot more impressive, we can upgrade this. You could say, "It was excellent." Or, for even higher praise, "It was outstanding." These words instantly elevate your sentence. Instead of just being acceptable, the movie becomes something truly memorable, all by just changing that one single word. But on the flip side, imagine that movie was a complete and utter disaster. The basic phrase is, "It was very bad." But here's the thing. Native speakers rarely just say "very bad." Instead, they use advanced words like "it was terrible" or "it was awful."
I honestly cannot stress enough how common these two words are. Native speakers use them constantly. So I've got a quick challenge for you right now wherever you're sitting. Actually say these out loud with me to help build that muscle memory. Ready? "That was terrible." "That was awful." Great job! Feeling how those words sound in your own mouth is for sure the fastest way to make them part of your natural vocabulary.
In our final category, Section 3, navigating everyday professional situations. Imagine you need a hand with a project at work. The basic English request is, "Can you help me, please?" which is perfectly polite and totally clear. But watch what happens when we upgrade this for a professional setting. "Could you assist me, please?" Do you hear the difference in that tone? It instantly sounds more polished, more refined, and highly professional. You could also say something like, "Would you mind helping me?" Assist, the crucial word here. It means exactly the same thing as help, but it carries a real professional weight. You are highly likely to hear this specific word used in formal settings, like in a corporate office, or maybe by staff in a hospital. Swapping help for assist is this tiny little change that completely elevates how professional you sound to the people around you. Okay, here is the last upgrade, and honestly, it might just be the most important one. You're in a meeting, and you are confused. The basic response is, "I don't understand." While that's honest, it can sometimes make you sound a little unsure of yourself. But look at the advanced upgrade. "Could you clarify that, please?" You can also say, "I'm not quite following you."
clarify. Clarify. The word simply means to make something clearer or easier to understand. But asking someone to clarify rather than just straight up stating you don't understand, that completely shifts the dynamic. It shows you're actively engaged and it makes you sound incredibly confident. It's a polite, highly effective way to manage a complex conversation like an absolute pro.
All right, time for your vocabulary upgrade recap.
This is the perfect moment to grab a quick screenshot so you have this cheat sheet to review later. Let's walk through it together real quick. For feelings, basic, tired, levels up to exhausted. Basic, full, upgrades to stuffed. For describing things, very good becomes excellent or outstanding. Very bad transforms into terrible or awful. And for those professional situations, can you help me becomes the polished, could you assist me? And finally, I don't understand upgrades to the highly confident, could you clarify that?
Now, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this really important thought. Basic English is never wrong. It's a great foundation. Please remember that. Using basic words is a fantastic way to communicate clearly. However, mastering these advanced words is your key to sounding more natural, more expressive, and deeply confident in your language skills. It's like you're building a beautiful house on top of an incredibly strong foundation.
So looking at all the vocabulary we covered today, which word was a brand new discovery for you? Was it exhausted? Clarify? Maybe outstanding? More importantly, if upgrading just a few words can instantly transform your confidence, what other basic phrases are silently holding you back in your daily conversations? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.